Hello lovelies, so I have a new art journal page for you today, and as promised in my last video, this is a page where I'm playing with the new stencils that the lovely Natalie May sent me. This video was actually meant to go up last weekend, but due to technical difficulty, didn't happen. So I'm working in my Scrap FX junk journal, and I'm just starting out by applying some paint on my page with my brayer. This is one of my favourite ways to start an art journal background. It's very simple, very easy, and I just love how easy it is to put paint on the page. I do like to use different shades of whatever colour I'm working with, because it gives you, as you can see, it gives me varying texture and yeah, just different tones of the same colour. So I've got a bit of navy. I'm really loving navy at the moment. I didn't think I would, but I do. I've got some navy. These are Kaiser Craft colours, so I think it's like tropical water, navy, teal, something like that. But as you can see, I've gone in with my brayer, nice and simple, and just applied colour straight to my page. Now this is where I'm starting with Nat's new stencils. Now I know I wanted to go in with some tone-on-tone layering. So how I do that is basically using the same colours I've already used in my background, I apply through the stencil. So as you can see, it's not a bold effect, but when I want to create layers, it works really well because I'm going to come back in with a darker colour later for a bold statement with a different stencil. I love this stencil. It's great for adding some nice texture in the background. It's really quite cool. So I'm using some navy with this, going both ways with the stencil just to add some layering in my background. And yeah, just starting with some texture. Oh, I loved this stencil. So this is the one I decided to bring in some black. Now when I bring in black or white, I feel it really pops from my page, and I really wanted these to stand out. So I've got my black paint through the boulders stencil, and I'm just using that in a few areas around here and there. I really loved it. This stencil is great. I love stencils and shapes that aren't perfectly symmetrical. There's nothing worse than a perfect circle. It just doesn't work for me. So this boulder stencil was really quite perfect. I'm using my gel plate off to the side there as a palette. I don't know why, I just like it. And because I don't waste any paint, I've gotten my favourite fan brush, and then I've just splattered what was left of the black on my page. I love my paint pens, I really do, and I wanted to just draw and doodle on my page. So I brought in a white paint pen to go around some of those boulders. And now I'm using my absolute favourite stencil. Like I said, I brought in some white. Bringing in black and white really helps make the colours pop, but it also highlights certain parts of your page. I really wanted to highlight these stars. I love stars. Stars are probably my favourite shape to use. So that's why I chose to do them in white, and just putting them in a few places, it was, yeah, really quite difficult for me not to just do this entire page in stars. But I wanted to do them nice and sparingly, just sprinkle them here and there, because I really loved these stars and I just wanted them to really pop off this background. Because I can't not have a focal point on my page, this is probably one of my favourite Scrap FX stamps, and I had it out because I'd planned to use it in the layout that I'd done before this, but I forgot. But I thought it would make a pretty cool little focal point for this page, so I just stamped it on an old book paper, and I'm just fussy cutting around it, and then I'm going to do what you're probably going to shake your head and go, oh no, how could you do that? I stick him in the middle of the page, so he's just floating there. I know we try to anchor our images and we try to, you know, just make them work cohesively into our page, but every now and then I just don't want to follow the rules. I just want to stick and plonk. So after I cut this little dude out, I literally just plonk him in the middle of the page. So he's not grounded by anything, he's just floating there. But I don't know, who cares? It's my art journal, it's my junk journal, I can do what I like. It's, you know, there's no rules in art. That is probably my most favourite saying, said to me by my year 11 art teacher. Anyway, so once I have my focal image, I like to always put a little quote. I have plenty of sticker quote books that I love to use, and that's where I got this one from, going through my many white pens that I have that don't work before I find one that does, to highlight around this quote, and then that's it for the page. So I hope you have enjoyed the video, and I will link to Nat's fabulous stencils and her online shop in the description below. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back real soon. Bye for now.